Hey, thanks for joining Chuck with Lake to Lake, where we do news, reviews, and how-tos about RVs and the RV industry. Join me today as I dive into the mystery of why my RV battery monitor stinks. Have you ever wondered why your battery monitor may be lying to you? We're going to go into that, and we're going to go into that into in-depth detail. But first, we need to discuss battery types, so we can get a better grasp of what our battery monitor is trying to do. We got the flooded type, the lead acid flooded 12-volt batteries. It's a great choice for RVers, first timers, and for most RVers actually, especially people that go to a campsite and plug into shore power. Then there's the deep cycle batteries. That's a great balance between affordability and reliability, and they're good for the weekend warriors who want to go boondocking. You know, you can probably get Friday night, Saturday, you leave on a Friday, you come back on a Sunday. A deep cycle battery will probably get you through the weekend. Then there's lithium. Lithium is kind of the high price premium grade battery, and if you have auxiliary power like solar and lithium go together like bread and butter. So now we got the three basic types of batteries: flooded, the deep cycle, and the lithium, and all those will work for your coach. Now we're going to talk about the battery monitor itself. There's three basic ways to monitor your battery in your coach. The least accurate, well, let's go over them. There's the RV monitor panel in your coach. There's a voltmeter, and then there's the shunt-based monitoring system. The least accurate of these methods is the RV monitor panel, and it just gives you a very, very basic idea of the charge. Now, one of the problems with the RV battery panel monitor is the fact that if it's hooked up to shore power, it's going to give you a false reading. It's going to give you a reading of high, misrepresenting what's really going on with your battery. So what you need to do is you need to unplug from shore power, wait a few minutes, and then check your RV monitor panel of your coach. Now, I need to emphasize that the RV manufacturers only put monitors in for a 12-volt lead-based coach or battery. They're not designed for the lithium batteries. So if you have a lithium battery, your battery health on your RV monitor panel is not going to be accurate, and it's going to give you a false reading. It works fine for the lead-based batteries. So as you can see, a 12-volt lead acid battery is basically dead at 12.2 volts. But I'm going to tell you what, you got a lithium battery at 12.2, you still got 40 or 50% left of use of your battery. It's misrepresenting what the value is. If you have a lithium battery and you're using the RV battery monitoring system, it's just not accurate. That's the bottom line. The second way is with a voltmeter. With a voltmeter, especially a digital voltmeter, you can pull out that voltmeter. You can take out the two leads, and you got the red and the black, and the red goes to positive and the black goes to negative, and you can read how many volts is your battery producing. It's pretty accurate. It works. It's a pain in the butt. I mean, you got to get out the tool, you got to go get to the battery, you got to plug it in, and it's a hassle. That's kind of the bottom line. Now, shunt-based system. The nice thing about a shunt-based system, it's got multiple components. It's got a shunt, and here's a shunt, and you see the picture of the shunt. It's hooked up to the battery, and it measures the power going in and the power going out. Does a very good job of giving you precise measurements of what's going on with your charging and your use of your battery. It's very accurate because it's measuring power going both ways. It's measuring the state of the charge of the battery and the discharge of the battery. It also provides real-time monitoring. It allows you to do real-time tracking of your battery performance, helping you to prevent overcharging or undercharging. And it's cost-effective. The shunt-based monitoring systems are very inexpensive, and they're very easy to hook up. And it's just a great way to have a good rock solid battery management system. And they're versatile. They can be used off-grid. They can be used in your RV. whether it's a Class A, Class B, Class C, or it's a pull trailer or a fifth wheel, whatever. They can be used in any of those systems. And they can be used off-grid, and in the marine world, they can be used. And they're just reliable and they're safe. And they're also, if you can incorporate them into a system like Victron. I have a Victron. And in the Victron system, they can provide, if the battery runs low, it can automatically kick on a generator, charge the battery. Or it can send you an alarm. Or if you're using too much energy, it can send you an alarm saying, hey, we're not out of power yet, but we're using too much power. You need to adjust to whatever you're doing. Maybe you're running the microwave, and maybe you're running a deep fat fryer or whatever, and you're pulling too much juice. It'll warn you that you're pulling too much juice. So the shunt-based systems is definitely the most accurate. The bottom line is, if you're going to use the battery monitor on the RV, you need to disconnect from shore power. That'll give you the best reading, or the most accurate reading from your RV control panel monitor. The second one would be a voltmeter, digital. Again, kind of a pain in the butt, but it works. And then the most accurate would be a lithium, or the shunt-based. The nice thing about a shunt-based is you can install the shunt-based system on your lead-acid batteries, and then when or if you decide to upgrade to lithium, you just go in there, reconfigure it until you got lithium batteries, and you're done. You don't have to buy a new shunt-based monitoring system. Good. I mean, it's a good way to get into the lithium world one step at a time. So I think we're going to wrap it up here. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and tell me, was this helpful? Do you want to see more content like this? What do you want me to see? Did I miss something? Tell me. Anyway, until we meet around the campfire, y'all take care now. Bye-bye.